Hey guys, Ellie Shostak here. Hope you are doing well and feeling well and being awesome. So I wanted to discuss with you something that I've been hearing from a few people when I launched my program, Find the Right One for 2020, which is a small group that will be going through the program with me this November 10th. What I've been hearing from a few people is I don't want to date. I don't want to be in a relationship. This is over. So this will not work. And this is something that I actually hear not only from people who are potential clients, but actual clients themselves right before they join the program. And I've heard it from those exact words from two people who've joined the program and are both now in relationships and are like loving it. So let me explain to you a little bit about how your mind works. And let's figure out a way right now to help you when it comes to this way of thinking. So I want you to imagine that you are on a boat, okay? This is a rock that I found. I'm not sure where I got this rock from. It could be a beach in Bermuda. I was just in Bermuda with my family over the summer. So this was a rock that we found on the beach, but please do not tell anyone because I don't think that I'm allowed to have brought this back with me. Okay, so this is our little secret. Okay, so this is a rock. And I want you to imagine that you are in a boat, okay? And you are rowing your boat and you hit the rock. So what happens when you hit the rock when you're on your boat is usually there are two reactions that people have to hitting the rock on the boat. The first is they curse the rock. And they say that the rock is, oh my God, I can't believe it. Every single time I'm on the rowboat, I'm hitting these rocks, damn rocks. They'll curse the rocks, okay? Or the second reaction that they have is that they will begin to curse themselves. I'm stupid. I'm an idiot. I can't believe that I got into this rowboat. I'm such a klutz. I don't know how to row well. I can't do this, okay? So the two reactions that you have are, that most people have, are blaming the rock or blaming themselves, all right? So I wanna help people get out of that way of thinking, especially when it comes to relationships, and we'll talk about how to get out of that way in a moment. But first, I want you to think back to that song that you heard when you were a child. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream, merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Now, I always thought that the words were life is but a dream. I found out when I was about 20 that it's but a dream, not a butter dream. So what can we learn from that song and how can you get into the relationship that you want quickly? Ready? Here's what you can learn from it. The row, row, row your boat is the journey of life. You get into your rowboat and you begin to row gently down the stream. Now, when you encounter a rock in life, which you will be in your rowboat and you have those two options in front of you. You can either curse the rock, damn you rock, I can't believe it. And that rock could be anything that you encounter in life, right? Any obstacle that you encounter in life. You're starting a business and you're trying to get more sales and you don't get the sales that you want. So you begin to say that all the customers, they don't know what they want, they're all this, right? So that's one way of doing it. Or you begin to invert those feelings onto yourself. And you say, man, I'm really not that good at this. So I don't know, I'm just going to give up, right? Or you are in the dating world. So you go ahead and you're in your rowboat and you are beginning your journey and you get into one relationship and it's good. And then you hit a rock and then you begin to either blame the other person or you start to blame yourself. So this is exactly what I encounter with my clients when they first begin the program. Many of them have experienced so much pain that their minds are used to dealing with that pain in an old way of thinking, which is all women are like this, all men are like this, and I'm therefore not going to be successful in this realm. I'm going to work on other realms that I can be successful in. I'll be successful in my career. I'll be successful with my family, but I'm not going to make it in regards to relationships because all people are like this, because, right, you hit the rock. Or you internalize the pain and you say that I'm just no good at this. I have a bad picker. I am not good at choosing somebody who's healthy. So those are the two common ways of dealing with life's challenges. Blaming the obstacle, whatever it is, or internalizing it and blaming yourself and saying you're no good at it. And the mind is doing this for a very, very important reason. It wants to protect you from pain. So since this is a challenge of life, it's looking at it that anytime I've experienced the rock, whether I've internalized the pain or whether I've externalized the pain and blamed others, I don't want to feel this way anymore. So I'm just going to stop doing this. I'm just going to stop encountering it. I'm just going to get out of this process, get out of the game. So here's where we come back to the row, row, row your boat song. The row your boat song teaches you the power of being present in the now, in the moment. It doesn't say take your oars and hack through the river, you know, oh man, I gotta get through life. It says gently, row your boat gently down the stream, right? So you hit a rock, which is normal. Instead of creating that story in your brain, which is that all relationships are bad, all men, all women, all this, all that, all this, all that, I'm telling you, this is what the mind will do. Or instead of just saying, I'm just not good at this. I'm not finding the one. I'm not finding the one. It's looking at the rock, saying, okay, I hear it. And we go gently around the stream. And that's just one of the ways that the clients in the Find the Right One coaching program are able to get into and maintain that healthy relationship. And that's why I'm launching this small group that's going to begin to go through this program with me starting November 10th, small group of people who have been single for a while or people who are divorced, so that you can get this exact mind frame switch. Because remember, most of you, like myself, when I was single for 11 years, I internalized it. I didn't blame the others. I internalized it and said, something is wrong with me. I have these issues in my brain that I'm not going to be with the right one. So I was fortunate enough to spend thousands of dollars on working on my mind frame to switch it, but that mind frame switch has actually helped me keep the marriage all these years. So that's the first thing that we'll teach you in the Find the Right One coaching program, which is how your old mind frame is preventing you from getting into what you want, and how it's attracting you to the things that haven't worked out for you before. So you need something new. You do. Because if you keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, we know that's the definition of insanity. Correct? Second thing is that once you understand that there's a new way of viewing love and there's a new way of viewing relationships, is when I'm prospecting, when I am dating, and when I'm getting into that relationship, how do I know that is it my thoughts that are preventing me from continuing? Or is it this other person that I'm dealing with that I should continue with because it's healthy? Or should I cut the cord and say next and move on? So you get exact templates to walk yourself through it. Once you know this is for me, I should continue, or this isn't for me, I shouldn't continue. And then once you get 1 and 2, you have a daily action plan, because it's not easy to make this change, especially if you've been single for a while. It's not easy because you're used to coming home on your own, saying hi to the dog, or turning on Netflix and just vegging out. It's much easier than to have to, okay, I'm going to get dressed nice, I'm going to make an impression, and I'm not going to really fully be me, and she's not going to fully be herself, he won't fully be himself, so we have to pretend. So it's me pretending and they're pretending, so I'm not really being me, they're not really. What we need to change that. We need to change that mind frame, which you've already done. And then you can have that action plan that you can see, these are the strategies and the steps that I need to take on a daily basis in order for me to get into what I want. So this 6-week program, where we're going to go through this together with you and the small group, is going to begin in 3 weeks, November 10th, so that you can get everything that you need to be in that healthy, loving relationship. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you, and it's really, really important, because some of you are going to say, I don't want it. I don't want that relationship. Okay, you don't have to be in that relationship by January 1st, 2020. But what you will benefit from by taking this program is when you want to be in that relationship, you will have everything that you need in order to get into it and maintain it. So I'm launching this now at a highly discounted price from what it normally is. And the results have just been awesome. I don't know if you saw on my page today, Mike, who I had the interview with, he went through the program, has been with someone for the past 2 years. Credits the program pretty much to his entire viewpoint of how he views himself, loves himself, and because of that is able to maintain, get into and maintain that incredible relationship. And we also have Dave and Christian. If you want, you can go on my website and see all the testimonies of the results. So I think that this is something that will benefit you, especially if you have the mind frame that this won't work. Especially because that needs to change in order for you to get what you want. So if you are interested in finding out more about the launch, about the program that's beginning, go ahead and message me right now, and we will set up a time to chat and talk, and you can ask me anything that you want about the program. And I am just so super pumped to really help people see that there's another way, a healthier way, a fun way, a simple way to get that love life of your dreams. Have an awesome day.